Hello, I'm Veronica Papacosta, CEO of Seafood Industry Australia. Joining me here today is Arty from Blue Reef Coral Trout. A lot of you will know Arty, and we're going to dive into some of those changes and why we see Arty at Blue Reef Coral Trout now. So Blue Reef Coral Trout is SIA's newest member. And today I'm so excited that we're going to learn a little bit about the company and a bit about Arty as well and what led them to join SIA. So Arty, welcome. And can you tell us a little bit about what's been happening with you?
Hi Veronica, nice to see you again. I was previously with SIA in my previous job role as CEO at Raptis, and when I came across to Blue Reef as both an investor and the CEO of this company, naturally it was always going to happen where we wanted to join the peak body and be part of the team and part of the broader seafood industry officially. And so here I am. Why did I make the move? I was working for my family for 30 years, running the family business for 14, and I was really reflecting on really wanting to do something for myself. And so I put my big boy pants on and made that decision. And it was really quite, nerve-wracking at first. And I made the investment, and I then headed up the company. And here I am, 6 months in, and it's the best decision I've ever made in my life. Yeah. I'm feel very privileged and honoured to be given, an opportunity to run another company in the seafood industry that's just very, very different to what I was previously doing. But in those differences, there's also a lot of things remain the same.
Yeah.
And so, I'm excited to be here and excited to talk to you and tell you all about Blue Reef.
Yeah, well, look, it's an exciting company. It's a product that I'm passionate about, coral trout. Such a great one. So tell me a little bit about it. I know that you've got a very, very clear ethos in the way you do business and the way you fish. So tell me a little bit about Blue Reef.
Okay, so Blue Reef is made up of a sum of a number of parts that have been put together between myself and my business partners. And one part of it is the quota in the fishery. There's 900 tonnes of quota in the fishery. We own 600 of the 900 tonnes. Mm-hmm. So we, hold the vast majority of the fishing quota. And then our fishermen themselves own about another 100 to 150 tonnes. So we're sort of 750 tonne of the 900 tonne, which kind of makes almost the entire fishery, ours, mm-hmm. in some sense. The second part is the actual assets themselves of how we can collect the fish from the fishermen, hold the product, and then ship it to market. Mm-hmm. And the third part of the business is some IP that we own in the transportation of those fish themselves, because we keep them alive primarily.
Right.
So the transportation bins have an oxygen cylinder in them and a regulator, and the regulator has to be approved by CASA, which is the governing body for the airlines. And there's a whole process that goes along with being able to have it accredited as a dangerous good to go on a plane. So those three parts together make Blue Reef. A little bit more about the business is, like I said, we keep the fish alive. Yeah. And so that makes up more than 2/3 of what we do. And the other third is that we then we do ikejime kill the fish to order, and we then deliver that fresh fish by plane, that then goes direct to our customers, and most of it ends up in very high-end restaurants around the country. So if you order your fish on Tuesday, it's at your doorstep on Wednesday. And that's just
brilliant.
Very, very fresh fish. So yeah, we've got approximately 30 staff across various locations, which include Cairns, Bowen, Mackay, and 2 in Brisbane. We've got our head office in Brisbane, but we've also got a depot in Brisbane as well. So we're collecting fish from Cooktown all the way to Gladstone, and fish anywhere south of Mackay comes to Brisbane, anywhere fish north of Bowen goes to Cairns. And so I've got teams of people there then handling that fish. We collect it from the fishermen, we put it on our trucks, which have got tanks. The fish then are transported to our depots live. They then get put into special transportation bins that then go onto planes, and then we fly that fish alive all over the world. Right. And the value piece for that product is very, very high end, equal to lobster, abalone, and so it's a very sought after, high end, high value product, which was part of the reason why my business partners and I decided to put this venture together.
Excellent. Look, I think when anyone who eats the product knows how high quality it is. It's absolutely delicious. I'm interested to know how much of the product, or the huge tonnage that you catch, how much of that is exported, and how much do we eat domestically out of interest?
It's probably around about a good 50-50 split right now. So it's broken up into 3 parts. So live export, live domestic, and then chilled domestic. So the live domestic and the chilled domestic make up about 50%. There is a very, very strong live market for coral trout here in Australia. You know, you'll go into a Chinese restaurant, you'll see them in the tank. You'll choose one, you'll have it cooked. Generally it's, you know, steamed with ginger and shallot. It's a very popular dish, particularly now when we're leading up to Chinese New Year. The demand for the fish is just enormous. And then we've got live export that makes up the other 50% that goes to various locations all around the world. Again, same sort of outcome. You know, you'll go into a Chinese restaurant in, you know, Shenzhen, for example, or Guangzhou, and you'll see the Australian product there. It's very, very expensive and highly sought after. So more often than not, the product ends up either alive or chilled in restaurants. And so with the chilled fish in Australia, you know, you go into most high-end restaurants around the country, you'll see coral trout on the menu. It sometimes is branded with our brand, and sometimes it's not. That's something that we're working towards, having all our product branded, but the majority of the time it is branded on the menu. But that's giving us a lot of room for opportunity to, you know, work on our branding strategy and where we're going to be heading with that over the next 12 months. Right.
Well, that sounds really exciting. Thank you, Arty. Thank you so much for the time. I know that when we send these videos out, people are always really keen to get to know members. So it's so lovely to introduce you to the rest of the SIA member base. Welcome back, is what we'd like to say. And look, we hope that SIA continues offering value, especially in the export market, which is an area that SIA is offering a lot more services in as we go. So thank you for your time. Thank you for what you do for the industry, because I think it's a fantastic growth area, and it's great for us, and everyone knows that I've got a retail business. It's great for us to be receiving such beautiful product. And it's great for us to know that you're in the industry and you're championing another area. So well done, and thank you so much for your time. And I'd like to, sign off on that and look forward to working with you.
Thanks, Veronica.
Bye.